It's Monday, December 14th.
Tis.
You know, as music teachers, and I found this as I was growing up and now as a music teacher, there are songs that we like and repeat with the children. My dad always did sing a happy song and with the voice of singing. He also liked him a good battle hymn. I really like this next song we're going to do.
Do you hear what I hear?
Yeah, it's one of my faves. And you guessed it. This is not one of the antique Renaissance mating dance tunes. It is much more modern of a Christmas carol. It was co-written by a husband and wife. They were a writing duo. Gloria, the wife, was from Massachusetts, and her husband, Noel, was born in France. They met in New York, both as aspiring musicians. Usually Gloria wrote the words and Noel wrote the music, but it was reversed in the case of this song. In late 1962, the duo was commissioned to compose a B-side for a single. The job that they were doing came at the height of the Cuban Missile Crisis. I think sometimes it's easy to forget all the difficulties we've had over the years. The daughters of the couple said about their parents, "With the prospect of an unspeakable war, my father was walking around New York and saw babies and was very moved, and wrote the lyrics to Do You Hear What I Hear?" The horrors of war were something her father knew too well. As a teenager in occupied France during World War II, her father was conscripted into the Nazi army, eventually fleeing to fight with the French resistance. He had to do some very difficult things to get out of that, she said of her father, who tried to defect from the Nazi army. Things that I think really scarred him.
Despite outward appearances, Gabrielle, the daughter, said, "Do You Hear What I Hear" was not intended as a religious song. She said, "My parents were not religious at all. My mother was raised Jewish. My father was brought up in the Catholic Church, but left it. It really blows my mind to think about how the two of them wrote a very Christian song. While artfully couched in the iconography of the Christian nativity, the songwriters were making a political statement, a plea for peace, and a reminder of the ravages of war. But no matter how you interpret the song, Noel and Gloria left no mistake about the central message at the climax of the song. The biggest part for them was the pray for peace line," said Gabrielle. That line, pray for peace, was very big for both of them. The song was first recorded that year by the Harry Simon Chorale and sold more than 250,000 copies in its first week. Bing Crosby's version the following year sold more than 1 million, and thus a new holiday standard was born.